Morgan. It's my pleasure to welcome you this morning. As you know, we are here for a small, brief ceremony. We start the exports today for Duster, and that's the reason why we are here. And we are very, very honored to have two very important and very, very distinguished people with us. Mr. Velumani, Chairman of the Board Trust at Ennore, and Mr. Velmurugan, the Chief Executive Vice Chairman of the Guidance Bureau. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here, and it's a pleasure to have you with us. And with this, I would like to start the proceeding, but before I do, I will quickly explain for the benefit of my photographer friends that the main flag-off will happen over there. After we finish, it starts with a welcome address by Mark, Mr. Mark Nassif, the MD of Renault India. And then Mr. Velumani will address us, followed by Mr. Velmurugan. And then we move over there, and that's the main place where we have the flag off and the photo opportunity. And this we will follow with a brief Q&A. So that's the program for the morning. And with this, may I now welcome Mr. Mark Nassif, the MD of Renault India. Mark, please.
Our home state, Tamil Nadu. I'm obviously a lot of emotion. You know, we've been meeting many times in the past months. I would say now almost years in our short history. Special thank you and welcome to the Chairman Managing Director of Ennore Port, Mr. Velumani. I know it's a special day for you also, for the support. Mr. Velmurugan, who's been with us from day one, you'll have the opportunity also to keep on supporting. Friend from the press, you're here. I'm very delighted. And welcome also to all the Renault and Renault Nissan family, who is really making that day possible, and who really, I know, has been sweating a lot to deliver that special day to us. Today is D-Day. Today is Duster Day. Today is Departure Day of Duster to UK, and it's an important day. I know the activity is booming in Ennore Port, but for Renault brand, it's a very special one because it's the first time we are exporting a little bit of our masala, just a little bit for us, to the United Kingdom, to Great Britain and Ireland. And today we are flying off with the support of all the team and your blessings, the departure of 350 cars to the United Kingdom. So it's a huge symbol. It shows also the capability that all together we've been able to build in India. Why Duster? You know, Duster is booming. Duster is rocking. Duster is really delivering something special to the inner market and has been prepared with a lot of affection, love, and hard work by the team. And we believe that the job done by Duster in India, opening a new segment, really bringing excitement, quality, outstanding fuel economy, ride and handling to our Indian customer. Duster should be able to do the same for foreign customers. And we are extremely proud today to deliver that first batch, that first plan to UK. Since we launched the car, that was around the corner. It was in July 4th this year. So about 5 months ago. Since then, we don't talk much about figures, but one figure I'd like to give you today, we have delivered to our dealers by end of November about 19,000 Duster in a record time. So we are far above, to all of you, far above the initial plan, and that shows simply that our pillars, that our customer satisfaction, quality, proper value are step by step meeting Indian customers' expectation. The plant, and you have some members here today, I'd like to thank Kinley, the Deputy Managing Director of Renault Nissan Automotive India Private Limited, is running on Duster line 3 shifts. And we believe barely 2 years after the start of production of the plants, having a line working 3 shifts, 6 days a week. CMD of Ennore Port, Mr. Velumani.
Mr. Mark, Mr. Velmurugan, Mr. Rajiv Mitra, our friend, Deputy Managing Director from Nissan Motors, friends from Renault, friends from Nissan, friends from Renault, Nissan, my colleagues, friends from the media. It is really a special day for me today, as Mr. Mark mentioned. It's not only for me a special day, the special day is for the Ennore port as well, and also for Renault, I believe. When Mr. Velmurugan came to us with the project of having a Ro-Ro terminal for export of automobiles by the Nissan Motors, I was not so confident because from Chennai port the automobile exports were taking place, and we were supposed to be a port to handle the dusty cargoes like coal, iron ore, etc., so that Chennai port will be free from the pollution caused by the dusty cargoes, as it is lying in the heart of the Chennai city. So the idea was not so interesting to me, and it was not in our plans also, but Mr. Velmurugan was so persuasive, and the state government also was putting so much pressure on us. Then we had no option. So the way in which Mr. Velmurugan was telling me and impressing me, then I started having confidence in the project. Then the project was ready, but even then, when we were ready with our project approvals and all, still I had my own doubts, because that was the peak time. The global economy was going through a very difficult decline, and the automobile industry was no exception to it. So then I went to Nissan's factory site in Oragadam. Then only I thought that there is no looking back. We have to move forward. And the project was completed. We had some problems in dredging, which we never anticipated, but we came over that.
Mr. Mark Nassif, Managing Director, Renault India. Mr. Velumani, CMD, Ennore Port. Mr. Kenley, Deputy Managing Director from Renault India. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me very great pleasure to participate in this function. As Mr. Velumani said, a few years ago, we started our discussions with Ennore Port to promote a Ro-Ro terminal here for car exports. At that time, Ennore Port did not have any plan to promote a Ro-Ro terminal. We started our discussions. I must acknowledge the excellent support we received from Ennore Port, particularly from Mr. Velumani. But for his support, this project, particularly this berth, would not have become a reality. I am very glad to see Renault India starting exports of Duster from this port. This bears ample testimony to the fact that Chennai is a very cost-effective export hub. More and more automobile manufacturers are using Chennai as a manufacturing hub, as an export hub. Hyundai started it way back about 7-8 years ago, and Renault and Nissan are doing exports from Ennore Port. I'm sure there will be many more joining this bandwagon. I must acknowledge and congratulate Mr. Mark Nassif for producing an excellent vehicle. Every time I look at the Duster, it looks even more impressive. It's such a beautiful model. I'm sure it will be a very big success in the market, and I wish Renault India a big success. Thank you very much.
Okay guys, the boat is waiting. Yeah?
Jangan pencet kamera. item